It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. He'll find Thielen, work in the middle. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You look at this Eagle defense.
Well, they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And how about that last play? Did you see how quickly they got to the ball? Caused a loss of yardage? Yeah, that play shows exactly why their ranking is justified.
And now they're just hoping to see more of that.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And nothing but daylight ahead. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Rolling to his right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. Hurts. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping it for a loss. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That one complete to again. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. That's to the rookie. It's Jatavian Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, Panthers nothing.
Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
They'll look to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
That's pulled in by Brooks.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Eddie Pinheiro on now.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter.
In motion right, that's Wilson.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
The Eagles at 11-1 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts.
20.
This one complete down the field to Goddard.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, 49 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On the counter, this is Hubbard.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Play action. Here's Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted. His third of the game. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Hubbard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw again. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nice throw by the rookie from Auburn. It gets his guys a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And the Panthers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Hurts to throw. Flushed out right. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Panthers 10.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
James Coney to kick off for Philadelphia.
Elliott now to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
They're on the 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They're going to look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Got a man. That's Leggett. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. He got 29 yards that time.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
2nd and 9.
Let's go. Let's stay 19.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. They'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, Panthers. Devontae Adams from 6 yards away. And the Panthers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 3rd and 3.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this one complete to Smith. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. They go play action with Hurts. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Hurts. He'll buy some time. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now 3rd down.
Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
No touch that. No touch.
They'll set up to throw. This one deep for Wilson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Brooks. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Back to throw. That one complete to Leggett. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Brooks.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Panthers will add to their 4th quarter lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Hey, easy, 63, bang!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 60. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And it looks like the Panthers' hands. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Great.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Bill King.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 3rd down and 5. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the 1st down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Well, how about one last check? Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick 6. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this one is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence.
Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll take this to the other side.